Good morning. Welcome back to Bookie Monsters. My name is PK, and today is Thursday, November 16th, and we're going to be looking at science fiction and fantasy. What's coming out this week? And I thought we would have a nice little sunrise. Isn't that gorgeous? Love it. Good morning, Mary. Happy Thursday. Have a show tonight at a realtor's open house. Should prove to be interesting. Absolutely. That might be a new thing. You'll have to let us know how it goes. Let's see, we have sprints tonight at 6:05 Mountain Time, 8:05 Eastern for 2.5 hours. I hope you are able to be there, bring a book, work on a project, etc., etc. You can all be astronauts, absolutely. I mean, wow. I totally couldn't do it though because I get motion sick, but we can do it this way. Let's see, where should we start? We can start here, maybe. All right. Fantasy and science fiction. BookRiot.com says there's only four, which I don't think that's true, but we'll start here. A Touch of Chaos by Scarlett St. Clair. Oh, we already read this one. This was that Hades and Persephone one. Okay. Martha Wells, Murderbot. I have this one. I'm a couple books behind this, but I love the Murderbot books. This is System Collapse. Everyone's favorite lethal sec unit is back in the next installment. Blah, blah, blah. Am I making it worse? I think I'm making it worse. Following the events and network effect, the bearish Estranza Corporation has sent rescue ships to a newly colonized planet in peril, as well as additional sec units. But if there's an ethical corporation out there, Murderbot has yet to find it. And if bearish Estranza can't have the planet, they're sure as hell not leaving without something. If that something just happens to be an entire colony of humans, well, a free workforce is a decent runner up prize. But there's something wrong with Murderbot. It isn't running within normal operational parameters. Art's crew and the humans from Preservation are doing everything they can to protect the colonists, but with Barish Estrange's sec unit heavy persuasion teams, they're going to have to hope Murderbot figures out what's wrong with itself and fast. Yeah, this plan is not going to work. I love the Murderbot. If you like sci-fi and haven't read the Murderbot books, like I hadn't until last year, definitely read it. The several of the books are novella length, and if you're looking to boost your Goodread goals or number of books read in a year goals, that one's a good one to do, which is how I found it last year. Hey, Annalise, how's it going over there? We're looking at sci-fi fantasy today. Next up, The Crimson Fortress, The Ivory Key Duology, second of the duology by Acacia Ramon. Royal siblings Vera, Ronak, Caleb, and Rhea battle vengeful enemies, centuries old mysteries, and their own personal demons in order to save their country from ruin. The search for the Ivory Key has brought royal siblings them closer than they have been in years as they try to restore magic and stability to Ashoka. But despite finally getting their hands on the long lost key, uncovering its cipher has proved more complicated and dangerous than they ever expected. Their missions force them to split up and to disperse them across Ashoka and beyond. When a rash decision by the council strips Vera of her power, her journey to reclaim her throne takes on new meaning. Caleb travels to the neighboring country of Lyria to uncover its emperor's motives and meets a prince seeking answers of his own. Ronak's efforts to escape his arranged marriage and exonerate his brother leads to a series of risky deals that only bring him closer to what he's running from. And Rhea's newfound power has turned unpredictable. but her search for answers only raises more questions. When their attempts at decoding the key release an ancient power, the siblings must align to face the past and save their future once and for all. In a quest that culminates in a deadly labyrinth, there's only one way they can succeed together. The Star of the Strange Moon by Constance Sayers. Yes. No, she came in second place. I also got the bundle yesterday. Not that I'm currently beating much these days, but I do want the mug for sure. That was fun yesterday. The Star and the Strange Moon, very pretty cover. A haunting tale of ambition, obsession, and the eternal mystery and magic of film. A vanished star, a haunted film, a mystery only love can unravel. 1968. Gemma Turner once dreamed of stardom. Did we do this one? Now the actress is on the cusp of obscurity. When she's offered the lead in a radical new horror film, Gemma believes her luck has changed. But her dream is about to turn into a nightmare. One night, between the shadows of an alleyway, Gemma disappears on set and is never seen again. Yet Gemma is alive. She's been pulled into the film, and the script and the monsters within it are coming to life. Gemma must play her role perfectly if she hopes to survive. 2007, Gemma Turner's disappearance is one of Hollywood's greatest mysteries, one that's captivated film student Christopher Kent ever since he saw L'Étrange Lune, Strange Moon, for the first time. The screenings only happen once a decade, and each time there is new, impossible footage of Gemma that shouldn't exist. Curiosity drives Christopher to unravel the truth, but answers to the film's mystery may leave him trapped by it forever. Interesting concept. Indeed. Yeah, I'll get back to it someday. Although I do want to try the diamond painting next. I just need to clear a space. We shall see. All right, where are we going to go next? Let's go here. Or, no, let's go here. We're hopping around. Flame and Shadow. And there's definitely one, a big one that Book Riot did not mention that is on this one. All right, Flame and Shadow by A.K. Nevermore. First in the Day Diaries. Let's double check the publishing date. Yep, we're good. Half demon Envy Star is destined to die on Midsummer's Eve, still a virgin on some crappy cult's live stream feed. With 30 days left to live, the chance to escape her fate and get some action compels her into her absentee father's world of beautifully cultured cruelty. Once there, she's the object of a deadly game, slated to alter the Fey realm's power structure. Worse, the rules keep changing. Everyone has an ulterior motive, including her delicious guide, Brennan. Under Aegeus of desperate to under under Aegis, he's desperate to break. She can't trust him or herself. Stupid Stockholm syndrome. But unless she can come to terms with what lies in her heart, her unlikely survival will be a fate worse than death for her and the rest of Fae. I like a good epic quest fantasy. Therefore, I always search. Oh, I have several kits. I have several kits, Mary. I did succumb. I just haven't started yet. So after I get done with these things in January, then I will be giving that a try. I have one more to make after this one as a gift for our receptionist. Knights of Orion Citadel, Illusion of Safety by Avalon Eau Claire. First in the Knights of Orion Citadel, Kindle Unlimited. 325 pages. Published in September. Never mind. Powers of the Zodiac box set. We're just gonna, yeah, that came out in October. This one I know came out this week because I got it. The Narrow Road Between Desires by Patrick Rothfuss, who is keeping us waiting for a next book in this world. This is a novella. Well, in his world, it's a novella because he writes big, honking, huge books. This is sort of a side character. Bass knows how to bargain. The give and take of a negotiation is as familiar to him as the in and out of breathing. To watch him trade is to watch an artist at work. But even a master's brush can slip. When he accepts a gift, taking something for nothing, Bass' whole world is knocked askew, for he knows how to bargain, but not how to owe. From dawn to midnight, over the course of a single day, follow the King Killer Chronicle's most charming fae as he schemes and sneaks, dancing into trouble and back out again with uncanny grace. This is Bass's story. In it, he traces the old ways of making and breaking, following his heart even when doing so goes against his better judgment. After all, what good is caution if it keeps him from danger and delight? I really, really enjoy the books by Patrick Rothfuss. I wish he would continue writing. But he's got Robert Jordan syndrome and George R. Martin syndrome. What is it with fantasy epic writers? Iker the Cleaner box set. Kindle Unlimited. And even at a box set, it's only 236 pages. And was published in October. All right. Whoa. Sorry. Whoa. Who's driving this thing? You bet you should. I have some Christmas coasters for diamond painting coming, or are they're ornaments? They're little ornaments. To dabble my toes into it, so we will see. You will try the purple one. That'd be a way to figure out how to read. Stepping Stones to Space: Humanity's Expansion, book number 1 by Daniel B. D. Bate. Kindle Unlimited. 496 pages. October. Martha Wells. Star Wars book. Star Wars: The Eye of Darkness. Part of the High Republic books, fourth in that, by George Mann. 398 pages. Ah, did come out this week. Huzzah! 1 year after the tragic events of the Fallen Star, the Jedi fight to break the Nihil's control over the galaxy. The galaxy is divided. Following the shocking destruction of Starlight Beacon, the Nihil have established an impenetrable barrier called the Storm Wall around the part of the Outer Rim where Marchion Ro rules and his followers wreak havoc at his every whim. Jedi trapped behind enemy lines, including Avar Kriss, must fight to help the worlds being pillaged by the Nihil while staying one step ahead of the Marauders and their nameless terrors. And I apologize if I'm pronouncing these wrongs. I'm not familiar with this portion of the Star Wars world. Outside their so-called occlusion zone, Elzar Mann, Bel Zettifar, and the other Jedi work alongside the Republic to reach the worlds that have been cut off from the rest of the galaxy. But every attempt to breach the storm wall has failed, and even communication across the barrier is impossible. The failures and losses weigh heavily upon both Elzar and Bel as they search desperately for a solution. But even if the Republican Jedi forces manage to breach the storm wall, how can the Jedi fight back against the nameless creatures that prey on the Jedi's connection to the Force? And what other horrors does Marchion Ro have in store? As desperation for both the Jedi and the Republic grows, any hope of reuniting the galaxy could be all but extinguished. Please show us when you get one done. I'm curious to see one. Okay. uh, the Lost Cause. Oh, just realized I didn't plug in my power. By Cory Doctorow. 360 pages. Published this week. We have a winner. It's 30 years from now. We're making progress, mitigating climate change slowly but surely. What about all the angry old people who can't let go? Oh my God. We're not going to read that. Book shouldn't piss you off. Accidental Intelligence by Brian Chafin. 420 pages. Published this week. This is a debut novel. Transports us to the year 2139, where corporate combines have their own Senate seats. The surveillance state is all-encompassing. Humans live most of their lives in the Omninet, and sentient AIs are partners with the world government. It's not all bad, though. There are dockbots. You never have to wait for a taxi, and if you can afford it, you can get your coffee made the old-fashioned way, strained from the algae tanks. Private Detective Mason Truman is being yanked around by invisible strings, and it's an AI doing the yanking. Miranda. She's subtle, crazy, and she thinks she can see the future. It's enough to drive Mason nuts. Miranda believes her fellow AIs are up to some kind of grand conspiracy against the Terran Republic, and she wants Mason's help proving it. Conspiracies are above Mason's pay grade, though. The kind of time sink that can put a crimp in more serious pursuits like drinking coffee and staying alive. But Miranda won't take no for an answer. Mason can help, or Miranda will make sure he becomes intimately acquainted with the finer conversational techniques of the secret police. So Mason digs until he uncovers a cache of stolen communications between a cabal of rogue AIs. They're planning what they call Eschaton. Eschaton? The divinely ordained end of humanity. Unless Mason and Miranda stop the arrogant pricks, the conspirators will destroy Earth. Mason and Miranda have one chance, a way of bottling up the rogue AIs. All Mason has to do is lure the conspirators to the right spot in a sim world. That's how Mason learns that when Miranda says she needed help, what she meant was bait. Well, it's kind of got me intrigued. We shall see. Okay. That's sci-fi. Well, let's go back here. Okay. This one is on Tor.com, and we just looked at The Lost Cause by Cory, or skimmed it. Holwig's Keep. By Justin Hawley. 37 miners disappear without a trace within a titanium mine, Helwig's Keep. Deep within Zeta 1, moon orbiting the planet Terra. When FBI agent Kendra Ullman arrives via the spaceship Marietta, strange phenomenon begins to manifest. Suicides, shadows a shade darker than the shadows they move within, disembodied whispers, and Kendra would swear she catches a glimpse of her own deceased daughter walking the dimly lit halls of Helg's Enterprise. But that's impossible, isn't it? As evidence of occult practices at the mine emerges, Kenda realizes the answers they seek. Hopefully, the 37 miners will only be found underground in the claustrophobic labyrinth of the shafts and natural caverns within Hellwig's Keep. Sounds a little bit more horror. System collapse, we did. Okay, let's hop over here. Sister of the Starlit Seas by Terry Brooks. Terry Brooks, a big name in fantasy. Shannara. A rebellious young heroine begins a voyage of self discovery in the third novel of an epic fantasy series set in the world of Viridian Deep. Oris's adopted sister Shar has always been the baby of the family, a position that grates on Shar, especially when everyone insists on telling her exactly what to do and how to do it. But Shar is certain that her headstrong, impulsive behavior, the quality her family sees as her greatest weakness, is actually her greatest strength, the willingness to instantly brave danger and leap to the rescue when anyone she loves is threatened. Shar knows she will never grow into the woman she was meant to be under her family's loving but repressive eye. So a month before she turns 15, she runs away and joins a human pirate crew in the warm southerly regions of her world. Then, 3 years into her pirate career, her captain, the man she is convinced she loves, is captured by the leaders of the slave trade he has been fighting. When Shar leaps in to rescue him, she finds herself thrust into an adventure that will uncover secrets she never suspected about herself, one that will maybe finally teach her to look before she leaps. Sister of Starlit Seas. Interesting. Shadow Baron by Davinia Evans. Strap in, it's a sequel. Cyan Velo might be acknowledged as the alchemist. He may even have stabilized the planes and stopped Bazim from ever shaking into the sea again, but that doesn't mean he has any idea what he's doing, and it won't be long before everyone knows it. To make matters worse, mythical creatures once confined to operas and myths are spotted around Bazim. A Jin invades Zagiri's garden party, and whispers of a Naga slither across Anna Hid's flower district card tables. Magic is waking up in the mundane. It's up to Cyan to figure out a way to stop it, or everything he's worked so hard to save will come crashing down. Okay. We're just doing a quick little scan here. Huh. The King Killing Queen by Sean Speakman and The Legionnaire by Samantha Tronfield are two that we haven't gotten to. Okay. Well, there's some ideas to perhaps check further. That's peppy little music. Oh no, don't do a commercial. Not gonna pay YouTube to not do commercials. There we go. Sounds good. Thanks so much. It's always interesting to hear about the new ones out. Hope to see you both at Thunderhorse Descendant later. No sprints for me tonight. The show. Exactly. I'm sorry. That's okay though. We know you're there in spirit, but we'll know it'll be epic as always. And good luck. Absolutely. Let's know how it goes. We're gonna send out good vibes out there. Let's see some other announcements. Next Thursday, I'm still playing with it's Thanksgiving here in the US. I'm still playing with the idea of maybe or maybe not doing a morning show. But I am still doing sprints and it's going to start earlier and go for longer. I'm thinking about starting 3 p.m. Mountain Time, 5 p.m. Eastern Time on next Thursday. but I'm not sure yet about the morning show, because I might be sleeping in as much as Keo will let me. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you, Mary and Annalise. Always, you guys are helpful in giving me some feedback there real time. Hope you guys have a good Thursday. Yes. Yeah. Um, and be safe. It's going to be colder here in Montana, so I'm dressing warmer. So everybody who has that coming, winter's coming. Stay warm, stay safe, and as the banner says, don't be a bookworm, be a booking monster. Om nom nom. God bless.